A combative Prime Minister Narendra Modi ripped into the opposition, taking special aim at the Congress ahead of the general election due in less than 3 months, declaring the party would have taken 100 more years to achieve what his BJP has done in the past 10 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his last speech in Parliament before the general elections, said that the BJP would win 370 seats and NDA 400 plus. He also spoke about probe agencies, saying no matter what, the fight against corruption will continue. The opposition has accused agencies like CBI, ED of acting as agents of the BJP.
अब हमारी सरकार का तीसरा कार्यकाल भी बहुत दूर नहीं है। ज्यादा से ज्यादा 100-125 दिन बाकी है और अब की बार पूरा देश कह रहा है, अब की बार खड़गे जी भी कह रहे हैं। लेकिन अध्यक्ष जी, मैं आमतौर पर ये आंकड़े के चक्कर में नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन मैं देख रहा हूं देश का मिजाज एनडीए को तो 400 पार कर पाई के रहेगा, लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 370 सीट अवश्य देगा। बीजेपी को 370 सीट और एनडीए को 400 पार। कांग्रेस की सुस्त रफ्तार, कांग्रेस की सुस्त रफ्तार का कोई मुकाबला नहीं। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, शहरी गरीबों के लिए हमने गरीबों के लिए 400 घर हमने गरीबों के लिए, आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, हमने गरीबों के लिए 4 करोड़ घर बनाए। और शहरी गरीबों के लिए 80 लाख पक्के मकान शहरी गरीबों के लिए बने। अगर कांग्रेस की रफ्तार से घर बने होते तो क्या हुआ होता, मैं इसका हिसाब लगाता हूं। अगर कांग्रेस की जो रफ्तार थी उस प्रकार से चला होता तो 100 साल लगते, इतना काम करने में 100 साल लगते, 5 पीढ़ियां गुजर जाती।
Meanwhile, the Congress hit back at Prime Minister, saying he doesn't have anything new to say and it's time for the Prime Minister to take responsibility. Listen in.
आज बहुत थक गए लगे, कुछ भी नई चीज नहीं सुनाई दिया। जो भी उन्होंने कहा पहले कई बार कह चुके हैं, परिवारवाद के बारे में, कांग्रेस के खिलाफ, अरे नामदार कामदार के भाषण। नेहरू जी के देहांत होके 60 साल हो गए और फिर भी उसी गीत गाते रहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी। क्या हो गया, बहुत थक गया था शायद।
सारी समस्याओं के लिए लगभग उन्होंने कांग्रेस को जिम्मेदार ठहराया।
देखिए, ये तो कितने साल तक करेंगे आप? कांग्रेस जा चुके हैं, 10 साल आप सत्ते में हैं, तो आप कोई भी जिम्मेदारी ले लीजिए।
Well, Prime Minister launched a scathing attack on the Congress. In fact, at the very start of his speech, he started off by saying to Congress MPs who were sitting in the front benches that it seems that you have lost the will to even contest the elections because you have no planning, you have no vision. In fact, he said that Congress has always pursued the politics of divisiveness, and this is one reason why opposition has become so weak today. He said that if opposition is weak in the country today, that is largely because of the Congress. And he also hit out at Congress for pursuing dynasty politics. In fact, at one point he said, and I quote him, एक ही प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करने से कांग्रेस की दुकान पर ताला लगने की नौबत आ गई है. This is an indirect attack on Rahul Gandhi and the fact that in the last 10 years, in last 2 Lok Sabha elections, he has not been successful in reviving the fortunes of Congress. He said leader like Kharge is today now sitting in Rajya Sabha and he's already moved out of Lok Sabha. So he came very well prepared, and during the speech, the fact that there were slogans were raised, Ab ki baar, 400 ki par, is very clear indication that we now know largely the issues with which the BJP leadership will go into the Lok Sabha elections. The kind of campaign, the kind of issues, the kind of facts with which BJP will go to people in these Lok Sabha elections, I think was very effectively outlined by the Prime Minister. He also said, "Ye Modi ki guarantee hai that we will become the third largest economy in the world during my next term." He was confident that BJP will win 370 seats. He was confident that if you count the number of NDA allies as well, the number would be more than 400. So it was a very confident Prime Minister who was confident of a win, a big win in the next Lok Sabha elections, and he gave enough hint of the kind of campaign that BJP's central leadership has decided to launch in run-up to the Lok Sabha elections.
The Chandigarh mayor elections controversy has come under the lens of the Supreme Court, which has declared that it would not allow the murder of democracy and ordered the Registrar General to secure all the records by 5 p.m. The court will hear the case on February 12th. The Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, said what the returning officer did was like the murder of democracy. Mohammad Ghazali has more details.
See, legally, as of now, the order doesn't contain anything as of an indictment of the presiding officer for his conduct for holding the elections that day, but that video of the court proceedings of Chief Justice of India, Mr. D.Y. Chandrachud Singh, asking that who is this presiding officer, that who is looking at the camera and then tampering with the ballot paper, has gone viral on social media like anything. And Congress and Aam Aadmi Party till 30th of January, we all were reporting as if it was a setback for them and a masterstroke for the BJP. Now, both the parties are claiming that the observation by the Chief Justice of India has now turned the same masterstroke for the BJP into an embarrassment. Now, what actually happens in the next hearing is perhaps Mr. Anil Masih, the presiding officer who has been asked to be present in the hearing then, will have to prove that how those 8 votes were declared invalid, what were the reasons behind declaring those 8 votes invalid, only those 8 votes which came from the India bloc councillors. And perhaps since the CJI has given such a strong comments that I will not allow the death of democracy or the murder of democracy, so perhaps a notice will be served. All the records have been asked to be preserved or to be in the custody of the Registrar General. So we'll have to see whether the actual appeal which demands for a re-election, whether the CJI orders for a re-election or not, is the most important part of this entire trial or the case which is pending in the Supreme Court now.
The Champai Soren government in Jharkhand comfortably passed the majority test in Assembly this afternoon, getting 47 votes in the 81-member Assembly. With one MLA resigning last month, the majority mark in the Assembly was 41. The vote took place in the Jharkhand Assembly after emotionally charged speech by jailed Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leader and ex-Chief Minister Hemant Soren, who called his arrest a dark chapter and dared the ED to provide proof against him.
An easy 47-29 victory for the JMM Congress coalition in the floor test at the Jharkhand Assembly. The floor test was held in the wake of former Chief Minister Hemant Soren's resignation, followed by his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate on January 31st. The ex-CM is being investigated by the central agency in a money laundering case. Allowed to attend the assembly session today, Hemant denied all allegations on the floor of the House and termed them a BJP conspiracy.
31 जनवरी की जो काली रात, काला अध्याय देश के लोकतंत्र में नए तरीके से जुड़ा है। आपने ईडी और सीबीआई को सपोर्ट कीजिए और कोर्ट में पेश करें। एक भी दस्तावेज अगर आप लोग निकाल के दिखा दे तो मैं उसी दिन राजनीति से संन्यास किया, झारखंड छोड़ के चला जाऊं।
दुर्भाग्य है झारखंड का, जो सरकार 4 साल में भ्रष्टाचार के कारण अपना कार्यकाल पूरा करने से पहले ही त्यागपत्र देना पड़ा जिस सरकार को, उसी भ्रष्टाचार का महिमा मंडन करके आप कहते हैं कि पार्ट 2 होंगे, तो झारखंड के लिए दुर्भाग्य है।
But while the trust vote victory was along expected lines, the real test for new Chief Minister Champai Soren will begin now. With ex-Chief Minister Hemant in jail for now and both the Lok Sabha polls and the Jharkhand state election due this year, the JMM veteran will have to emerge from the shadows and lead the party in both crucial elections. There is also the challenge of keeping all ruling coalition MLAs together in the absence of Hemant Soren.
While the political chess may have stopped here in Ranchi, the focus now moves on the cabinet expansion, which, according to the new CM Champai Soren, will take place in the next 2 to 3 days. And also, as the Lok Sabha inches closer, it remains to be seen whether or not the India bloc will be able to keep its flock together. With camera person Virendra Kumar Saini, Harivansh Sharma and Tanish Punjabi for NDTV.
And Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Dev Sai has slammed the former Jharkhand Chief Minister, saying that Hemant Soren insulted the SC/ST community. He also adds that BJP doesn't need a certificate from Hemant Soren and that the BJP has worked for the upliftment of the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. In a post on X, he says, and I quote, "For the welfare of tribals, a separate ministry was created at the centre and tribal chief minister was made." And Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is expected to be in Delhi on the 7th February, where he is likely to meet the Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP Chief JP Nadda. Apart from other things, Bihar Chief Minister is expected to discuss seat sharing among NDA allies in the meeting with these leaders. And joining us to give us more details is Prashant. Prashant, Nitish Kumar, he will be in Delhi on the 7th. What all will be discussed apart from the seat sharing among the NDA allies?
You see, after joining the NDA back just a few days back, Nitish Kumar is coming to Delhi for the first time, and he is expected to meet the Prime Minister, the Home Minister Amit Shah, and BJP Chief JP Nadda. He will definitely talk about the issues relating to Bihar, but what is we will keep track of is the fact that he will also have talks on seat sharing in Bihar. You know, Osama, we have been talking about seat sharing within the India alliance partners in different states, but NDA also has a very big task ahead so far as seat sharing is concerned, especially in states like Bihar, where they have 6 partners in NDA alliance. So they will have a task, tough task ahead. And in the meanwhile, as I'm talking to you, Chirag Paswan led Lok Janshakti Party Ram Vilas has already announced Prabharis for 11 Lok Sabha seats, and the seat sharing talks in fact has not even begun in Bihar. So that is very interesting, because that means that Chirag Paswan is claiming its stake on 11 Lok Sabha seats, while in the last Lok Sabha election 2019 his party, because that was one party along with his uncle Pashupati Paras, they fought on 6 seats. So these things are also going simultaneously, but Nitish Kumar is coming to Delhi on 7th, and he will have talks apart from other issues on seat sharing also, because NDA has a very tough task ahead so far as seat sharing is concerned in Bihar.
Prashant, thank you very much for all those details. We'll quickly slip into a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh was not allowed to take oath as Rajya Sabha MP on Monday. The Office of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar issued a clarification after the Aam Aadmi Party called the move unconstitutional. Sanjay Singh was suspended from the Rajya Sabha on July 24th last year for not following the directions of the chair. And finally, Gulmarg, a renowned tourist spot in North Kashmir, it is blanketed in several feet of snow, especially with temperatures plummeting to several degrees below the freezing point. The snow in Gulmarg has come late this year, though, after a prolonged barren spell, and this fresh snowfall is great news for tourism, with footfalls set to rise, and even for farmers in the larger region who were worried about the impact of no snowfall in the area.
Skiers back in Gulmarg, India's finest skiing destination. 2 spells of snowfall within 3 days have finally brought the skiing slopes alive.
I'm really excited to be here. This is my 5th year in Gulmarg skiing. It's been an immense pleasure, and it's just extremely outstanding.
Things are back on track. We resumed our activities 2 days back, and we are really happy. All the slopes are operational. and we are looking forward to some good business.
The otherwise harshest period of winter in Kashmir went almost snowless this season, hitting tourism hard and causing worries among people about its impact on agriculture and drinking water. Now, back-to-back snowfall has brought cheer to tourists and locals. This group of tourists from Mumbai had never thought they would be so lucky.
I feel amazing. I am actually experiencing snowfall for the very first time. It's my first experience.
Officials say last year around 2 crore tourists visited Jammu and Kashmir, and more tourists are expected this season.
Finally, the long dry spell in Kashmir is over. Skiers are back in Gulmarg. Locals are enjoying winter wonderland, and locals are hoping for a better tomorrow. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi, 5 TV.